Hello everyone, and welcome back to Let's Play Hattrick with me, SAPPHIRE and FC Pigneto. So, in the last episode, we have left it off with the fact that we need to restructure our team. And here we are in the first week of the mid-season break, and I already made quite a lot in that department. So where to start? Well, let's start by looking at the series, because a number of things have happened to our beautiful league or beautiful division, and it looks like there's only 3 teams in the one we're in. Unfortunately, this means that we are definitely not going to win this season, and I'll tell you why. I'm not really afraid of Pika FC. We did beat them, I think, and is there a head-to-head? There is. We did beat them. No, actually we had 2 draws. Interesting. Okay, so we had a draw with them twice. 0-0 and 1-1, which actually the 1-1 was really unlucky on our part, but what can you do? So I'm not afraid of them. But we have a new player here called Ranto. No, that's the team, Rantole. His name is Fra8, and he was demoted from a higher division where he spent some time, and you can see that he has 1440 members in his fan club, meaning this club is running for at least a season longer than ours is, maybe even for 2, and that is really bad news because it means that he's gonna pretty much run right over for us. So the best we can hope for is the 2nd place. Now you will also notice that my friend's team is not here, and that's because even though he was playing in the previous season as strategic as he could, he ended up 2nd, and he lost the qualifiers. He was still promoted. There is such thing as a lucky loser. I had no idea, and it meant that he was promoted to a higher team. Hopefully he can keep there, because that was something that I tried to avoid, because the worst thing that can happen to you is being promoted to a higher series, then being demoted as it happened to Rantolo, and then being promoted again. So you basically waste a season. Well, here we have a clear goal this season, not the year, but this season I actually wanted to get promoted, but we'll see. If I end up 2nd, maybe we'll have a shot at it, but we're going to see how well we're going to do against Rantolo. So, let's look at our transfers, because there's quite a lot of things that I wanted to mention regarding that. Now, you can see that there has been a lot of things that I participated in, and we actually got 3 players out of it. But before we go to that, I wanted to show you the transfer history, because we put one of our players, Petru Băcescu, for sale. Remember, he had playmaking 11, he was 18 years old and 96 days. And he sold for insane cash. He sold for 1 million euro. I actually don't know why he sold that high. His skills are, well, he is a pretty good player. I'm not gonna lie about that. But his leadership is not that good. And despite being popular, he was fiery and dishonest, which is the main reason why I put him on sale in the first place, because he got himself 2 red cards in the 2 seasons that he was with my team, so that is really not that good. Now, his form was awesome, his stamina was awesome. He really has a big career in front of him, but when you look at the transfer history, we actually purchased him for 30k. So we purchased him for 30k when he was 17 and 67 days, and about a year later, we sold him for 1 million euro, of which we got, I think, 910,000, something like that. So, well, goodbye, Mr. Băcescu. I hope that you have a big career in front of you, because from every single match that he's gonna play now, and then being sold, we're gonna get some share. Yeah, it's not showing here how much we got, but I think I can see it maybe in finances. Yeah, 940,230 euro, and we spend about 300,000 of that on new signings. So we are right now sitting at cash at the end of the week, 397,000. Oh, that was the last week. So we're gonna sit at 817,000 at this point. No, actually, this is the cash funds after everything, right? Yeah, okay, so we still have 1,210,909 euro, which is just amazing. Now, I could get a pretty good player for that, but I'm focusing on little reinforcements of my teams that you will see here. So we purchased Joseph Velan, Nuncius Heights, and Nebojša Blagojevic. Now, Nebojša Blagojevic was purchased an hour ago. I wasn't really sure if I want him. He sold for 49k to us, and my cutoff was 50k. So yeah, we got him, and he's pretty good. He's a pleasant, balanced guy who is unfortunately dishonest, but his scoring is 12, his passing is 7, and he has a decent playmaking of 8. So despite him being 37 years old, he is going to stay for a season, maybe 2 with our team, and he's going to be a huge benefit to us. He's also technical, so that is pretty good for someone who's playing a forward. You can see that his ratings were pretty good. 7.5, 8.5, depending on how long he was playing. So that is a big boost. Now, the other player that I purchased was Nuncius Heights, who is a sympathetic, temperamental, and honest guy, was a world-class experience and inadequate leadership. This guy could actually maybe even be turned into a trainer down the line, depending on what kind of situation we're going to be in after this is done. No, actually after he is done, because his scoring is magnificent, same as Nebojša, but he has higher set pieces, slightly lower passing, no, actually one more in passing, and his playmaking is inadequate. So both of these guys are going to be our forwards. They're pretty good, and they will be awesome throughout the season for us. So I'm hoping to see them. Their stamina is unfortunately weak. This is coming from the fact that they are both very old. So we'll either switch them on and off, 60 minutes for one, then 30 minutes for the other one, or we'll just have them play in the less important matches together to up their stamina. Hopefully that can still be done. I'm not sure. Form could go up, but it's actually in a really good place right now for both of them. Okay, and we have a new trainee. We purchased Joseph Velan. This is actually, I think, this is the most expensive purchase. He actually sold to me for the cutoff price. 150k was the most I wanted for him. But this is a keeper. I think we will either sell this guy number of seasons away for unbelievable bank, or we will keep him, because this guy is pleasant. He's calm and honest, so we will have no problems with him. He has a head specialty, which is the best one for the inner midfield, and his defending is 8. While his playmaking is only 4, this guy will boost our defense naturally by even being on the field. And his playmaking should go up really fast if we train him, which we will starting from today. We have a match in about 20 minutes, and he's already lined up to play there. Form and stamina is good as well, but I don't really care about it. So this guy is going to play on the friendlies. He's not going to be in the A team for quite some time until we get his playmaking up, but eventually he's going to be really, really good. I was hoping to get someone with a bit higher defending, but what caught my eye really is the passable leadership, which would make him an excellent trainer down the line. So I can even envision selling him just for his great experience and leadership, and that's going to be amazing. I saw players like this sell in their 30s for tens of millions, really, because but it's gonna depend on how we're gonna handle this. Let me just take a sip of my coffee and go. So these are the 3 new players that we have in our team. Now, unfortunately, with that comes the unpleasant necessity of firing some of the older players. So Neosiman Martinson has been really good to us. So was Iker Toruela, but I don't really see them. They got poor leadership or disastrous leadership. Yeah, these guys are at the end of their days. We're paying them about 800 per week, but we don't need them anymore because we already got the new players. So they were really good, but we are going to kiss them goodbye. I think that I actually got both for, I got you for 1,000 and I got you for 1,000. So these were really This is a certain way you can utilize older players for a season or two. I think we got them for actually 2 seasons. Yeah, I think 2 seasons. So for $1,000, they were awesome. We got them when they got skills, I think 11 or 10, both of them. So, not that bad. They actually got quite a lot of career goals. And, 4 goals for our team. You gave 2 for our team. They even had some Hattricks. Pretty good. Pretty good. I don't think anyone will purchase them. It's... if I put them up for sale, and we get 93% of the transfer sum for you, 93 for you. I don't think anyone will buy them. I'm even wondering if I want to even try that, because it's going to cost us some money to keep them in the team. But no, let's... Well, no, let's fire them. I don't even want to bother, quite honestly. They were really good though. I can't say that that they weren't. I really did like them. Same thing is gonna go for the defenders. You can see that they're still pretty good. So I'll keep them for this season, but they will actually have to go after that, or we're gonna get someone better. But you can see 3 of those, all of them at defending 12. So I'll keep them in the team. But what I wanted to check was the last match, because I know that we have 29 players, which is way too many for us. Way too many. So let's see who we really don't need. So this is our trainer. Valentino Marcasio. Passable and set pieces. 30th of November. Wow, I should have kicked you out a long time ago. Same for you. You're too old, and your skills suck, so... Lucio in the midfield, yeah, you're gone. And we actually use you as a winger. That's weird. Why? But it was on 8th of March, so a number of weeks before. I actually don't like it because your only good skill is playmaking, so we really don't need that. And you're down around average on 12. We use it as a wing back. So I think I'm going to fire you as well. So let's get rid of these players. So we're going to kick Valentino Marcaso. He has some of the... Well, he's too old. He has no skills. Yeah, I don't even want to bother selling him. Piero Federico Micari is tranquil and dishonest. It's a really interesting person. He's controversial and he's dishonest, but he's always calm. 25 with no skills to speak of. Poor leadership, yeah, he has no potential, so let's fire him. Lucio Bohem, sympathetic, calm and honest, but 26, no discernible skills, so we can fire him. He has a specialty, that's kind of bummer, but what can you do? Nello Carino, actually this guy is fairly young and has a head specialty. I don't really have place for him in the team though, and I don't want to train him. I could train this guy on the wing though. So let's keep him for now, and you... Nasty, temperamental, and honest. Yeah, you're gone. I don't see any use for you. Okay, so we got down to 25 players. Okay, that's gonna alleviate our budget a bit. We are paying how much for players? Wages 18,000. Yeah, so we shaved off about 1,000 out of things, maybe even 2,000 from our weekly payments. But this is good. Fans are satisfied. We're getting some extra, so almost at 770, which should come this week later on. We have a huge problem with our team spirit, but that's gonna reset at the start of the season, so I don't have to bother with that, so that's fine. Staff has been rehired, same thing as before. We're focusing on training purely, so 2 assistant coaches will increase training speed by 35%, but also injury risk, but they give a bonus to form. And our great medic will lower the injury risk even more, so we have much less of injuries, and he's going to give us a recovery speed. And Form Coach will help with form for all of the players. So we're both playing on training and on form. We have a total boost of 1.5, which is great. Okay, so that's all there is to the players that we purchased. Now, what would I want to get? Now, the issue here is that I would like to get a keeper. The keeper is really where we are feeling bad, and this is the weakest point. Because when you look at our matches, I think I can show it here. This was one of our last. Can you see the overall ratings? No. Okay, let's look at this. Actually, was this? This was not as. Yeah, that was a friendly. Let's look at the match against Corvinetti. You can see here that we are really strong in the midfield. We are pretty good in the defense, all of them. Right attack and central attack and left attack we can boost. But the problem where we really are lacking is the goalkeeper. So I was looking for some people to get. Actually, let's look at the transfers that I was following. I probably had a couple of keepers there. So what kind of people did we have there? You know what? Let's do it this way. Oh, I don't need this one. Wait, ignore transfer. Okay, ignore transfer. Ignore transfer. Ignore transfer. And let's look at these guys. I think we can still see skills here. So these were the players I was going for. I missed Alexander Gerin, which really sucks because he was only 260k and he had an amazing keeper skill. So this guy would be really good, but I had it all the way up to 200k, and I think that 260k is actually quite a lot for a player that we will have for a season, maybe two, because this is gonna drop really fast. There was also, this is one of the guys that I considered for scoring. Yeah, he sold for 270k. It was too much. Robert is 20k. Oh yeah, that was one of the things that I actually. But he has only scoring of magnificent, so I wasn't willing to pay more than 15k for him. And yeah, he sold for 20, so we got someone better. And Aryav Volkov was another keeper that I was considering. Again, keeper magnificent, defending passable, and he even had a decent leadership, but he sold for, and that actually sucks because I wanted him, and I'm not gonna lie, I forgot to bid on him, and I would go all the way to say 150k for him. I knew that he had a knee injury, but I still think he could have been pretty good. You can see that the skill rating here is damn awesome. So those are the guys that I could see, and I think these guys are too old to see their skills, so I'm not gonna even comment on them. They all sold. We didn't get anyone. Some of them sold for a really high price. Some of them were trainees, some of them were keepers, so we can't see that now anymore. So I'm gonna show you what I usually look for when checking the keeper. I'll do something like, let's say 28 to 99. We want keeping of at least brilliant, and let's search. Yeah, this is too much money for too little skill. This is too much money for too little skill. This guy would stay with us for quite some time because the fall off on the skill increases with age. So when this guy would be 38, he would lose a level every couple of matches, but at 35, I think it's still fairly stable. Yeah, this guy is really old with a really good skill, but again, I'm not paying $500,000 for someone I'll use for one season. I'm not paying $1.5 million for someone who I could use for a couple of seasons, but he's just definitely gonna lose his skill. So you can see the prices here are really crazy. You know, this guy, 37 years, and he wants 400,000 for him. Yeah, the more I look at it, the more I'm sad that I didn't catch that guy a long time ago. That was a good bet. This guy I would consider world-class keeper with a decent form. 250k. It would be for 2 seasons top, though, considering that age. You are insanely expensive, yeah, but you're very young. Same here. Like, who actually sets these prices? People are crazy. 190k. 40. Yeah, this guy is gonna lose like 6 during this season. That's not worth it. And I don't think there's anyone there that we might be interested in further. 1.2 million. Jesus. Yeah, you know what I could do? I don't know why I didn't do that. I could just cut off everything above 300k. Maximum bid. 300k, and let's lower the spread from 31. Maybe we could do it like this, because I don't want anyone with 11. So let's see what the game will throw at me at this point. Yeah, it's giving me this guy. He caught my eye. No defending though. That is bad, because you get about 1/3 of the bonus to keeping from defending as you do from keeper. So yeah, this guy is pretty good. 76k, Real Madrid Castilla. Or Castilla, I think that's pronounced. He's just slightly older than this guy. He doesn't have a specialty or anything, but it doesn't matter really for... Or this guy. Okay. Dennis Gergold. On an old flu. 200k. What kind of person this is? Sympathetic, temperamental, and honest. Okay, let's try our luck. I could see myself bidding on this guy. Wait. No, let's see, 250k, yeah, they want him, so no, they will be willing to jump to, well, 500,000. So at least we help whoever wanted to get that. This is too far. I'm not gonna go over 250,000. Wait, let's see, Jean-Christophe Roche. Use 15. Magnificent. Set piece is Titanic. This guy is actually also pretty good, but he's in terrible form. But he would get better with us. I'm pretty sure about that. 12, yeah, that's not good. 13. Yeah, this guy is great, but it's deadline tomorrow, so it's not gonna happen. I'm gonna hot list him though, to see what he's gonna be like tomorrow. Let's see if we can outbid this guy. Okay, so no one is really interested in him. At least that much. So let's not go crazy. Let's go 150k. Like, he's not that good. Oh no, actually he's pretty good. Supernatural experience, poor leadership. That's a brilliant. Oh well, that doesn't really bother us. Sympathetic, balanced, and honest. World class keeping. That is pretty good. We would switch him out with another keeper, so we could maybe get his form and stamina up eventually. And okay, I don't really want you anymore. We got a hot list you. So we'll see. Like, I mean, if we would pay 150k for him and 150k for someone similar, I would be done for this season. That would be pretty good. I'm actually considering selling one other trainee, but I don't really know who. Quite honestly, all of my trainees, when you look at them, are not ready to be sold. I mean, Baptista Ferreira is... Because I would like to have them to have at least 11 in playmaking. And these guys really don't. Well, some of them are older. They have some decent skills like winger and so on. They're really not that great. So if any of these guys, actually any of these two guys, either Ferreira or Samistrao, get to 11 after tomorrow's update on on training, I'm going to sell them and purchase one more trainee because we really would do well to have an additional trainee. I ignored the specialties before, but they throw in a huge amount of extra cash on your player. So when you look at our new trainee, he has a defending of 8, but we can pretty much get that playmaking up really quickly. And, even though he's a bit older than I would like him, I saw players that were 17 and say 80 days and had the same defending, but they were also much more expensive. So the 20 days won't play that much of a role. So if you can get him up, the head specialty, and especially his, his skills here, will make sure that he will be sold later on. But again, we might even keep this guy because with the possible leadership, that guy has potential for us. So we'll see. Anyway, I spoke about the fans. I spoke about the finances. As far as the senior team goes, I think we are pretty good. We'll see how the season is gonna go. We still have 1 week worth of break. I'm gonna aim for the second spot in this season. I don't think we will have a chance against Rantoli. They will probably have players that are way, way beyond our... Yeah, they got... I don't even want to check what our highest TSI is. Yeah, 8,000. So they got players that have like 10... Oh, they got players that got 180 TSI. Okay. I thought it was 80, but it's 180. Are you a goalkeeper? No, you're a forward. Okay. Last rating, 11 stars. Awesome. How did this guy fall? How could he be here? What happened? What happened, bro? Have you been... No, he is logging in. So I guess he got knocked out. That's so weird. Because a guy with a player of 180k in TSI shouldn't be playing in our league. But okay, well, what can you do? We're building to last. I don't want to jump up and down. So we'll aim for the second spot this season. Probably lose the qualifier on purpose. And then we'll see if next season we will be lucky enough to get promoted. But we'll see. It's work in progress. And considering the amount of cash that we accumulated just from one sale, I think we're doing pretty good. We also have a stadium up, fans up. So things are progressing pretty nicely. I can't complain. Anyway, this is all for this week for the update of on FC Pigneto. There's really no point in going through matches, guys, because they're all friendlies. I don't really care. We're just training. The game is setting them up for me anyway. So I'll see you next week with some more update on that, and we'll see what kind of interesting catches I'll have. Maybe I'll have the keeper. We'll see.